Rob is happy, so we'll let Chris from Sky Sports News lead us off. Anyone else wants to go in the broadcast section, you can raise your hand virtually and we'll come to you in turn after, Vicky.
Great. Hi, Thomas. How are you doing?
Hi, Chris. I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you. A week ago today, we spoke. You had 13 positive cases in the camp. How are we looking today?
Sorry, I just had to think. We had the 13, and then I said on the Saturday we had one. Since then, none, so all negative.
Great to hear. 2 Premier League games on Boxing Day have been cancelled today. What were your thoughts about that?
My thoughts are that it's no surprise. We have a virus and a pandemic going on, so and we see a lot of rise in cases across Europe or the world. So yeah, I guess just a part of it. As I said many times, for me, it's just to be clear. If they have too many positive cases in staff and players, then there's nothing to do about, just like with us.
You and the other 19 Premier League managers are meeting at 4 o'clock. What are you hoping to achieve with that meeting with the Premier League?
I guess that the meeting they have with us and the captains later is to listen to us and hear our opinions, our experience, what we are facing every week. That's what I think they will do. They will listen. I don't think they'll be taking any decisions after that meeting. I think they will listen to us, and then we will see. I think it's already been decided that the Premier League is continuing, which I think is the right decision. Definitely, for me, just be very clear, as the transparency in terms of number of cases. If there is 20 cases in Brentford, 12 players, 8 staff, okay, no problem. I think that needs to be very clear.
You mentioned the captains meeting there. Have you spoken to Pontus in what you may be saying to the Premier League, what you kind of want to achieve from that?
Actually, no, because I think I back him to represent the players and of course the club, and I know I represent the club, but just like the CEOs and chairmen had a meeting with Premier League Monday, I think all 4 of us, take CEO, chairman, captain and me, represent the club, but you also represent different areas, and I think that's important.
Another thing on the minutes for this meeting is 5 subs. I know you've spoken about it, but are you going to be addressing the need to maybe bring that back?
Yeah, definitely. I think it will be a positive thing. I will do it, without COVID. I still think we should have 5 subs. I just think it will add something new to the game. Can use more tactical. You can make more tactical changes as well. It's not only fitness. So I think it'll be good. We've gone from 1 sub or whatever, I don't know how many years ago, to 3, but the squad just increased, and now we have 20 on the bench. World Cups, European Championship, they have 23 players. So simply don't understand why it's not 5.
Just a couple more from me, if that's okay. You say you're in favour of the 5 subs, but we saw last night in the Cup, Chelsea make 5 subs. They bring on kind of the highest calibre players. Do you think teams like Brentford, potentially Brighton, just lower teams down the league, are at a disadvantage when you do increase it to 5 subs from 3?
I understand what you try to say. I mean the same. Last year, we were one of the top teams in Championship, so people probably would have said that Brentford were getting an advantage of it. This year, we are not one of the top teams, but I still think it will give me and us better opportunity to go. You can also say, you could flip it around and say that, so it depends on which side of the fence you're sitting on. We have 2 more players to put fresh legs on the pitch after we maybe been pinned in and put under a lot of pressure, and then suddenly just had more energy in the team. So you could also look at it that way.
And just finally from me, Graham Potter has confirmed there is COVID amongst his players and staff. You're there on Boxing Day evening. Is that any cause for concern, or is in this world we're living in Boxing Day a long time away at the moment?
No, I don't think it's that long away. It's not a concern because I think it's very simple. If we want to play carry on, there'll be lots of cases the next 2 to 3 months. And if we do what we do now, I think that's the best way to try to carry on. And if you carry on, there'll be a situation where there's cases every day in different clubs. And we test the day before or the day after, so I think we'll be fine. And I think the big thing is when we actually play the matches, there's a minimal risk of transmit the virus.
That's all from me. Thank you, Thomas.
You're welcome. Thank you, Chris.
So Vicky Sparks next, please.
Hi, Thomas. Good to see you.
Hi, Vicky. Very good to see you.
So just in terms of team news more broadly, do you have any fresh injury concerns? Are you expecting to get any of your injured players back for this one? I know it's only a couple of days since you were asked as ahead of the Chelsea game, but any update?
Everyone from that squad should be available from the Chelsea squad. Yeah, everyone should be available.
And not expecting any of the injured cohort to be back?
No.
Okay, and obviously it's been a tough time overall with the COVID outbreak. Do you feel that the squad are by and large back up to speed, particularly getting that game against Chelsea as well yesterday?
I think the game was very important for us to get up to speed. I think I mentioned it to a few medias after the game that the 6 days where we have we couldn't train on the training ground. Yes, they were of course running, but it's not the same. You could just see immediately impact on that when we trained Monday, and also when we played the game. There was quite a few of the players who didn't feel that fresh or that light, and also struggling in certain spells. But now they got through it because it was only 6 days. Now the system just got that boost, and they will be ready to go on Boxing Day.
And Ivan Toney got some vital minutes from the bench. Is he ready to start, do you think?
Let's see. But of course, I don't think it's any secret. If I think he's fit and available, then I would like to start him and try to play him as many minutes as possible, of course.
And your only defeats in the last 6 games have been now to Chelsea and also Tottenham. How pleased are you with this recent form?
I'm very pleased. I just spoke to the players about it today, that I would say especially from the Everton game and also with this Chelsea game. So I think it was Everton, Tottenham, Leeds, Watford, and now Chelsea. Very good performances, all 5 of them. Very strong defensively, giving very, very limited chances away to the opponents, and try to build more and more level on the attacking side of the game. So pleased, we're in a good place and we would like to carry on.
So Brighton, the next team to try and carry that on again. What have you made of them under Graham Potter this season?
I think they have. I think they've done very well. I think Graham and his staff is doing a top job down there. They develop their style of play constantly, year after year. And this season, I think they've been actually a little bit like us. I think they've been a little bit unlucky. They should have had more points. A lot of draws in the recent games. So the recent games just struggle a little bit to get over the line to get the win. But that is because football is a random game. A lot of the games they just played recently should have won against. Definitely was Newcastle and Leeds, I think, as well, and was Southampton. Can't remember. But a lot of them. They dominated, created chances, and play a nice style of football.
And they were the first side to beat you in the Premier League this season. What would you take from that encounter with them into this one?
Totally even game. If there should have been a narrow winner that game, it should have been us. They showed a bit of quality and class in the last minute of the game with Trossard. But besides that, especially the first half, was very pleased with that. So I expect them an even game, 2 teams that will try to press high, 2 teams that try to get on the ball, and then the team that got the most margins with them or show the quality in the crucial moments will win the game, and hopefully it's us.
That's great. Best of luck, Thomas. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Likewise, Vicky. Thank you very much.
Right, do we have any hands for anyone who wants to ask questions immediately? Yes, we do. Killian, thank you.
Hi, Thomas. Happy Christmas. I think you have 3 games over an 8-day period. Liga, Bundesliga, and Liga, Bundesliga, and the other league that has slipped my mind. Don't get back until the weekend, the 6th and the 7th.
Yeah.
Would you ideally like a break over Christmas, or is it just the normal?
Hi, Killian. Merry Christmas to you as well. I like it. I think traditions, especially when they're good, I think need to be carried on, and I think that's brilliant. So I think the Christmas program is fantastic. I think one day I'll have to manage a team in England over Christmas. It'll be nice to have a few days with the family, but in general, I like it a lot. In terms of the amount of games, I don't think it's a problem. No problem to play. We do that a lot of other weeks, playing 3 games a week. Where I think we need to consider and think about, also said that earlier, is the cup tournaments. I think these replays of the FA Cup, which has been cancelled this year, I think it's the right decision. I think what the Carabao Cup did was also to go straight to penalties. I think that's directly the right decisions. And of course, I think that the semi-final should only be 1 leg in the Carabao Cup. I simply don't understand why it's 2 legs. I like the Christmas program very much.
Do you have to kind of keep an eye on the players in terms of those 3 games, in terms of resting some who are you happy that your players are almost at full match fitness despite only having played a game in what is it, almost 2 weeks? Yeah,
I think it's the balance of I think if you ask the players, they would love just to play 90 minutes. They love it. Then it's up to us, me and my staff, to take good, sensible decisions where we're looking into how they look in the eyes, actually. And of course, the numbers behind all the data we have on the physical stats. That's what we look into in terms of who should play 90-90 and then maybe 75 or something like that. Not is on a specific minute, but you're just aware that some players maybe need to be taken off because they're going more tired, or there's a bigger chance of injury or whatever. And that depends very much on the individual player. So we are aware. I think maybe we'll change a few players between the games, but it will not be 4, 5, 6 players. It's more 2 to 3 if necessary.
Thanks, Thomas.
You're welcome.